On today's collectible spot, we are having a look at the Funko Pop Game of Thrones number 32, The Grey Worm. Spot actually just added it's just Grey Worm. It's Grey Worm vinyl figure from the folks over at Funko. He's recommended for ages 17 and up and does have a choking hazard which may contain some small parts. Grey Worm looks like he is wearing or holding a spear in hand. I wanted to do a Game of Thrones Funko Pop vinyl figure because, of course, Game of Thrones now has come back on TV for the new season. I'm so excited. I mean, granted, it's, well, I guess at the time that we're seeing this video, or I'm shooting this video, it's only I think tonight is the second episode of the new season. So I'm pretty excited to see what's going to be going on with the crew, the cast, the characters that we've fallen in love with on Game of Thrones. And Grey Worm, well, Grey Worm is kind of along for the ride. He's with Daenerys, but as it goes right now, we haven't seen him yet, so hopefully things go okay. Other side of the package, Grey Worm number 32. And then on the back of the package, other figures available. There's Oberyn Martell, the Mountain, which I love to get a mountain. Grey Worm, a white, Viserion, and Jaime Lannister. Kind of an interesting mixture of characters. I guess because this is also edition 5 would explain why it kind of just seems like a Mod Podge of different characters grouped together. But if you want to collect all of them, I guess you'll be collecting 5 editions worth. Collect all the Game of Thrones Pop super stylized vinyl figures. And finally, on the underside of the box, www.funko.com. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Funko Pop Game of Thrones number 32, Grey Worm. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Sadly, it's hit or miss as to which figures I can actually get to stand while doing these reviews. Some of them stand, some of them don't. Grey Worm sadly tipped over when I put him on this fabric backdrop. Now, if you were to put him on a flat surface, no issues whatsoever. Just something about this backdrop, I just can't get him to stand properly on. In hand, Grey Worm is a super stylized recreation of what the character looks like in the series. He's got a single spear in hand, which luckily, I have to report, is a soft rubber, so you don't have to worry. That's the one thing I was worried about getting him out of packaging, was that this was going to be a brittle plastic. But as you can see, you can move it left and right. Just don't tempt it. Just like the dragon, don't tease it, don't tempt it, because as quickly as you might think that it's going to be bending back and forth, one of these days it isn't. As for the rest of his outfit, he's got his armor on the top of his chest area here, and then he's got gray pants, complete with sandals. The hair is done nice, in black treatment there. Big, solid black eyes, as you would come to expect with Funko vinyl figures. At least this one doesn't have in the sense that his arms are. At least the arms aren't posed down. Being that they've given him a spear, it gives one of the arms something to do. So at least he looks a little bit different than some other figures that are just, basically the arms straight down. Posability options, you know what to expect. For Funko figures, you're really only going to get a rotation in the head. If it was a vinyl bobblehead, that would also be gone, but you'd also have the bobblehead working instead. What I'd love to do, and I don't collect all Funko vinyl figures, but I mean the ones that I do collect, I collect because I like the property that they're based from. I love Game of Thrones, so I'd love to get myself, go back to some of the previous editions, get myself like a Daenerys, have, the worm right next to her. Maybe even get the dragon as well. Other than that, I don't know. I can't see myself getting the entire line. But I mean, as it goes with like potato chips, Funko Pop vinyl figures, you think you're only going to get one. And then before you know it, you end up collecting the whole series. Then you see another figure that catches your eye. And then you end up collecting that entire series. And before you know it, you have one room allocated solely to Funko Pop vinyl figures. I'm not there yet. Give it time. Maybe give it another year or so. Today's collectible spot, we were having a look at the Funko Pop Game of Thrones. We're looking at figure number 32, Grey Worm. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more collectible spots heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.